Okay, so I'm not gonna show video on this because it's too long. Like Amber Lynn Reed right now is like freaking the fuck out, and you might have caught like some commentary I did from earlier this week where she has been showing up in the chats, mainly kind of chasing Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, girl. Oh my God. Watch out for Amber Lynn. Hold up. So, Miss Amber Lynn Reed um, is afraid of whatever her now ex girlfriend, Emily, Tommy, whatever name she wants to call her today, might be releasing to Mr. Snowflake. And in doing so, she has put out, I guess, two or three unhinged live streams where she's trying to like justify everything. She's trying to, like, I can't even, you guys. So bad. She already has claims of DV against her from ex girlfriends. That this has happened before. And basically, what she described as happening is that she falsely imprisoned her girlfriend in her bedroom because she wanted to have some sort of argument with her. And she alleges that Emily kicked her in the stomach. Now, if you were falsely imprisoned, that would be considered self defense. You were allowed to leave the situation. I would have handled it differently. I'm not a fighter, you know? I'm the kind of person that would have picked up my phone and called 911 and said, I have a squatter living in my house right now, and she has falsely imprisoned me into my bedroom. Can you please come and remove her? That's how I would have handled it, Amber Lynn. But oh no. So Tommy kicks her in the stomach, right? And Amber says that she moved forward, which means she was charging Emily. She trips on a rug and accidentally pushes her over. That's why I titled this "She Did You Fall Into My Fist?" Right? Because that's what a lot of DV victims will say. Oh, well, like I banged up my eye by falling down the stairs. It was totally my own fault, right? I opened a cabinet, hit myself. Like these are the types of excuses that a domestic violence victim will say. Is like Kelly and Wings. I tripped. Girl, we've all seen the video. He looked you square in the eyes, put both hands on you, and pushed you onto that table. You ain't fooling anybody. And I don't care how much Keemstar wants you back on the show, Wings. You ain't fooling anybody. You haven't apologized. You haven't done the work. So anyway, Amber Lynn has been spurging out now, like all night, all yesterday and overnight. She was spurging out. Video hasn't even been released yet, but she's implying that Emily is going to release some sort of revenge porn. She says she's Almost naked. What does almost naked mean? Does that mean you're wearing underwear and a bra? Because that's not naked. That's like a bathing suit. Anywho, so we're all waiting for that video to drop. I talked to my ex-boyfriend tonight because we have an ongoing bet, you guys. This is a super morbid bet, but we've had it going on for about 2 years right now. And I bet on Eugenia Cooney, and he said, no, it's going to be one of the fatties. It's going to be Chantel, or it's going to be Amber Lynn, who passes away first, right? So I called him up and I said, I have to put a stipulation on this bet. It has to be health related. And he's like, yeah, I agree with you. It can't be a roadside bomb. It cannot be crossfire, you guys. It can't be a roadside bomb. It's got to be like she died from being fat, from the complications of what she did to her body, right? Oh my God. Yeah, it's been pretty humid today here in the OC. I think it was covered on Test at some point, maybe. I don't know. It was one of those shows. They said that Josh Block, I guess, got arrested for something in Newport Beach. And they're like, he'll probably be fine because he has so many mental problems and stuff. You'd think so, wouldn't you, Nightmare? I don't think you understand where he got arrested. Newport Beach, California, is one of the richest neighborhoods in Orange County. Pretty much the entire police force is Republican. We literally had, not literally, like Amber Lynn likes to say, we literally had people get arrested for the Jan 6 attack on the Capitol that came from these parts, shall we say. Some of the biggest Republican donors live in Newport Beach. Our DA is a crazy ass Republican who brought a gun into, I think it was like a restaurant or something, because he felt like somebody was evangelizing to him. And so he wanted to flash his weapon. There's a lot of shit that goes. Everybody's Republican. You know, the county sheriff, Don Barnes, he's a Republican. So how much pity do you think they're going? All the judges are Republican. They don't protect women from DV, okay? What makes you think they're going to take pity on Josh Block for whatever crime he committed in Newport Beach, an area that is right next door to Costa Mesa, where they have been fighting an issue with homelessness? People have been, and this is the Republicans' fault too, is that they've basically, so I don't want to call them safe houses, but they're like these recovery houses where people go to rehabilitate when they're trying to get off drugs. And the owners of these buildings get $1,000 per P test on a daily basis, you guys. And the living conditions are as shitty as you might live in my garage. But they're trying to put some limits on it. Like, you can only have these houses within a certain distance of another house. I've been involved with politics and activism for fucking years, you guys. Years. So, anywho, um, I don't think it's going to look very. I mean, he might get a great attorney. The attorney is going to have to be an Orange County attorney, though. You realize this, right? Like, when you're licensed to practice law, you practice in whatever specific counties that you have rights to practice in. Like, maybe you have LA County and Orange County, or Orange County and San Diego County, or Orange County and Riverside County. But it's not like you're going to be able to do things all across the state without having to complete some sort of process to actually get registered somewhere else. I don't know. Kid's got money. He's got some money. But if you think it's going to be an easy walk for a shock YouTuber rolling through Newport Beach, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't end up with something. Okay? Do a little digging on the history. One of the reasons Kamala Harris actually had a hard time getting support from Californians for her presidential bid is because she was the attorney general for the state during a time when Tony Rackauckus was the DA of Orange County. And he had a snitch scandal that happened that put an entire case at risk. You guys might remember this or not. There was an active shooter that went through Seal Beach to kill his ex-girlfriend, and he shot up a lot of people. That case was ongoing, and because there was this scandal that happened, he risked the chances of a conviction. And Kamala refused to do an investigation into Tony Rackauckus's review of that. And so Todd Spitzer took advantage of the Democrats and convinced them that he was a better choice for DA, despite the fact that he was a Republican and he talked all kinds of trash against the Democrats. I have this footage. I don't think my website's still up, but like, I literally have all this footage, and I think I loaded it to my Facebook page, but who knows what's going on with Facebook. They've been deleting videos. So Josh Block could be in a lot of fucking trouble because we have some crazy ass motherfuckers in charge of our criminal justice system. But you can make your assumptions all day long, Test. You can go ahead and think whatever you want. I love how they, not them, but like Xylee likes to throw out sly remarks like, people think they're smarter than me. That's, you've set a pretty low bar, let's be real. All right, so there we go. That's your update. Amberlynn is who knows what's going to come out. I highly doubt it's actually going to be revenge porn like she's suggesting. I think it's going to be her spurg out moments where it's domestic violence. I think that's what we're about to see out of this. And hopefully Snowflake will get it edited fast enough now that she's trying to head off the process by doing her spurg outs. Oh, woe is me. All I did was block her in her bedroom. All I did was trip on a carpet and accidentally pushed her, you guys. And she kicked me in the side and I ended up falling forward. How is that physically possible, huh, Amberlynn? Somebody kicks you in the side, you don't go this way, you fell forward. And if you are on the floor in front of the couch, why are you incapable of actually getting back on the couch? Like, I'm a disabled person, right? So I can get on the couch, and from the couch, I can then get onto my feet. But you're like, oh, turtle upside down in my shell. What the fuck, even? God damn, you guys. She weighs over 600 pounds now. Amber Lynn, you leave little sweet tea alone. Holy crap. Well, it's Saturday night and the ambulance and fire trucks are out. So, I'll wrap it up here. Take care, you guys.